Welcome to Mr. Podcast with Claude.
And Justin.
Hey, we're back after some period of time with a new podcast.
Hey, guess who's back?
Hey, you forgot about us, but don't forget about us because now we're here to remind you about us.
That's right. That's right. We're the living reminders.
Yikes.
What?
I just had several seasons of a show flash forward across my brain. Thank you, guilty remnants. Um
The others of the leftovers.
Yeah, right. There always has to be some others. Were there any others in Mrs. Davis?
Yes,
There were others.
there were others.
I
Yeah,
couldn't finish that show, by the way. By the
I know.
way, I never finished that show.
I am aware and I understand why. I would
Yeah.
say that it's worth it, but also you can live without it,
Ha.
more or less.
What things in life are both worth it, but you can live without?
Like I,
Like
I
an
think
extra kidney.
it definitely gets
A
somewhere. There's
second kidney.
something.
Yeah, right. Like a second kidney sounds like a good example.
Yeah,
It's worth it, but you can live without it.
it's something like that. Yeah, look at it like losing a kidney.
Wait, watching the show is like losing a kidney.
Yeah, something like
Okay, well,
that. Or watching the show is keeping your kidney. I don't know. Anyway,
keeping.
whatever.
Hmm,
Either way.
we'll figure it out and get back to you.
Either way.
Well, listen, we're back because through a series of misfortunes and
Mishaps,
happenstances, we
foibles,
started talking about. Got a third one?
pratfalls.
There you go. That's we're getting further and further away from it being an accurate description, but still in the same vein. Um,
Blunders,
yeah,
miscues,
blunders, boondoggles.
boondoggles.
Yeah. Now you know what I want to do, which is just figure out all the words that are related to this. For the next hour, but we won't do that. We're podcasting. And what
That's
are we
right.
podcasting about, Justin?
We are here to podcast about a little known but well publicized
Ha!
show
Mm.
from the late, or I guess the winter of 2006, I believe is when this aired.
Burr.
So picture it, the
Picture
year.
it. Are you about to do your Sophia Petrillo from
I
Golden
was
Girls?
like, yeah, I was like, who is that? Right, that's who that is from Golden
Yeah.
Girls.
Yeah.
That's
Picture
such
it,
a.
Sicily, 1942.
I love that gag.
It's
Anyway,
really good. And she can just say whatever she
uh,
wants after that. I
it's
love that.
true. It's true. Yeah, so it's 2006. So earlier in that same year, we, your humble hosts here, started a little podcast called Mr. Podcast. I'm
Hmm.
sorry, called Lost Slowdown.
Hmm.
And that very same summer, we started another podcast called Mr. Podcast, which is where this thing is.
You might remember it in the history books as the two podcast summer.
That's right. It was the well-known two podcast summer,
Hmm.
2006. Everyone
Hmm.
knows it.
Hmm.
Just remember it and
Yeah.
honor it. Thank you.
Honor it every summer. Remember. Don't never forget.
So we started Lost Slowdown season 2, the end of season 2, summer
Hmm.
break. Lost comes back, but as you'll recall, because they were unhappy with the whole, like, there's reruns and then there's a new episode and then there's reruns and all that bullshit, and it kind of disrupts the flow of the narrative, and because you replay some random old episode. And anyway, the first, like, renegotiation was, okay, we won't have reruns anymore, but we will split the season into two
Yeah.
chunks. So
Wow.
it
Yeah.
will run continuously, but
Hmm.
there'll be a big break. So we
You may
get the
remember it
six.
in your history books as the year of the chunking.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's look it up in your history books,
In
kids.
Europe, they called it chunk fever.
That's weird that they called it that.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Uh, I don't know. They can be weird in Europe, so maybe it's believable. I don't know. Anyway,
This is
uh,
socialism.
so we got our little cage episodes. Why are my
Hmm.
friends? And we had a perfect plan to break
Give me
you,
that fish
Jack.
biscuit.
I made I made this grilled cheese for you, Jack.
I don't know why, but I just pictured Juliet bringing Jack a sandwich, and it's the most funny thing ever. What show is that? How are you bringing him a sandwich, madam? You're a doctor, ma'am.
And I put toothpicks in, for that's the only way the sandwich will hold itself together.
Are due to the quantum fluctuations of this area, the top piece of bread would just fly off. Why she's British, we'll never know. But oh, Lost. Oh, geez, we should do a podcast about that show one day.
Yeah, I mean, I think the deal is that like they hadn't told us who like Juliet's first flashback episode is actually the first one after the break.
By the way, this is
So
how tangents start. Did you notice what just happened?
no, we're
You
setting the
picked,
stage. This isn't a tangent. We're setting the stage.
sir. There's 10 stages set up already. How many performers are you expecting here?
Now, if Lost takes us on a tangent, I'll call that a tangent. But as far as I'm concerned, there's a point to all this that is
If
very relevant.
Listen, how long have we been podcasting for at this point? Like, if
A
someone
long
hasn't read the
time.
title of this, I mean, but this episode, like 10 minutes,
Oh,
like
today you mean? Okay, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, 10-ish.
like
Yeah.
like if someone hasn't read the title of this podcast, they still don't know what we're podcasting about yet because we have not said it.
Oh, we didn't say it.
No, the stage.
Oh,
We've been setting the stage for
damn,
so many weeks.
damn. We should have just said it. But all right, too late
Yeah,
now. Let's keep setting the stage.
yeah. Let the
No,
mystery be.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
All
I'm
right.
just, I just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
set the context that I feel like the reason why Juliet doesn't use any of her skills in the first 6 episodes is they didn't tell us who she was until after those episodes. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, she's just like hanging around, and like Ben has this plan to use Juliet because blibbity blah. Okay, who cares? Like, we're not here to talk about Lost, all
We're not
right?
even talking about laws.
We're gonna talk about Lost some other time. And let me tell you,
Yeah.
those of you out there,
So we were in the year of the chunking.
there's some things going on with Lost in the background here. Stay tuned, watch this space. But moving back to the chunkier, um
Mm-hmm.
we ABC decided to fill the gap between the end of those first 6 episodes of season 3 of Lost and the remaining episodes of season 3 that came back in like January, I think, with another mystery show
Ooh la la!
that was called Day Break. 2 words,
Whoa!
Day Break.
Day space break.
Day Space Break. Thank you. And yeah, it was a Tay Diggs vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Tay
And
short for Tavion.
is that true?
I just made that up, but it could be
Okay.
true.
Like, I could believe that, but I've never actually heard anyone say that, so that's weird. Anyway, all right. Yeah, and features other notable actors, I'm sure.
His
And
actual name is Scott.
oh, his name's Scott. Okay.
Scott
Well, there you go.
Leo Diggs.
Okay. So Tay is just some kind of nickname or stage name or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. What ended up happening was I think due to low ratings, they actually canceled the show after 6 episodes and burned off the remaining episodes online only.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we doing the last slowdown, like we finished. We did the Nathan Fillion podcast, and then the from 6 are over, and it's like okay,
We did a Nathan Fillion podcast.
we don't. Sorry, that Sorry, that was a little too obscure. The final episode of the first six is the Kate flashback with Nathan Fillion. That's all I
Oh,
meant. That's all I
okay.
meant. Um,
I'm
it
like,
was
what?
a little too vague and
Do we do a
confusing.
Castle podcast
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Firefly?
we're
Like, what are you
talking about
talking about?
Castle. Murder he wrote, if you will.
Thank you, please.
We didn't have, so we watched it at the time and we were pulled in, so we are like, fuck it, let's watch so we watched the rest of the things. And you know ultimately, like, I wasn't, in my memory at least, I wasn't super happy with like the end
Yeah,
game of the
yeah,
series.
yeah,
So I kind of just threw it away, but I did remember that the build up and the intrigue and like the central premise, which is,
yeah.
basically a Groundhog Day mystery,
Mm-hmm.
which is more or less what Russian Doll did, like
A
much more
GDM.
recently.
Yeah,
Um like that's a good it's a good setup for that, like Groundhog Day doesn't use it for mystery really, you
yeah.
know it has a different thing going on, but it's a there's a slasher movie along these lines. I think maybe it's called Happy Death Day,
Okay,
um where they do the Groundhog Day thing, but it's like in a horror context, but there's also like a sort of whodunit aspect.
okay.
um so it ends up being, anyway, like, this is a formula, I guess, is my point.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked
I
pretty
wish you. I
well.
really wish you would have said, "This is a formula." I guess is my point, Eula. That's just how my brain works.
Sorry,
Just
I
so you,
didn't
just
say
so you
that.
know, just so you know.
It's my point, you love.
Okay,
Please
sorry.
join Patreon or we'll go brokula.
Hey, see, thank you. That's all I ask for is complete nonsense all the time.
So anyway,
Because if you ask us, that's a jokula.
that was totally a joke. Uh I guess, I don't know, what's the explanation? Like, we were just talking about old shit, or I don't know, how did this even come up? Like,
So back to what I was saying before, like 20 minutes ago.
oh, before I set the stage.
Yeah, but
The stage is
as
set. Enter. Stage left even.
the curtains are rising, the audience is seated, the lights are going down, and cue the piano. I don't know. What
The
kind of show
follow
is this?
spot
Yes,
engages.
follow spot, please. If you call it a spotlight, you are a heathen.
You are not a refined gentleman.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a difference between a spotlight and a follow spot, and I wonder if a follow spot moves and the spotlight doesn't. I feel like
Could
that's
be.
how words work.
Could be,
I bet
yeah.
that's the reveal, but I'm not gonna look it up right now because
Don't look it up.
again,
I don't even want to know.
well, we do want to know, and you do want to
Of
know.
course I do, but I'm just trying to make it work. But okay, if we need to know, we need to know. Look.
We'll look at it later. Okay, so anyway, going back to what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I said I was setting. I was setting. See, we set several stages.
Oh,
You
you
were
got
setting some
another stage? You
stages.
got a second
Well,
stage?
listen. I started this. I started this. My stage was the
What
first
is this,
stage.
Lollapalooza? What are we doing? Well, we got multiple stages.
That's the only festival with multiple stages. Lollapalooza. You sure it's not Lilith Fair?
Ah, could be Lilith Fair. They probably had two stages.
Yeah, female stages.
They just
Um,
say stages.
it's reductive to put a gender in the stages. Oh my god, it's true though. Don't do that. Anyway, I was talking about, a series of mishaps, right? A series, the boondoggles, right? That whole
Yeah.
era when we were, you know, uh, the Rising. That word. That was my point. Was that
Oh, yeah.
we just sort of lucked into talking about Daybreak
Yeah.
out of nowhere, and then we were decided to see if it was somewhere online we could watch
Yeah.
because we haven't seen it since 2006, as the kids
Yeah.
say, and nobody says that.
And if
And
you're counting, that is
oh yeah, how long ago was that?
that would be, oh man, that's a long, 17 years ago.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's a whole almost able to vote.
That's yeah. Yeah. If you were born when this show came on, then you'll be on the vote next year.
Please vote, and your vote does matter. And even if you vote for the lesser two evils, there's still less evil.
Yeah. Less evil matters,
Less
kids.
evil does matter. Okay, so anyway, we randomly we're just talking about Daybreak. We were trying to find a place to watch it. We realized we couldn't watch anywhere. As Justin so expertly recounted, part of the production of the show was that the ratings wasn't great, and they kind of dumped the rest of the episodes online. And we kind of think that's why it's not kind of nowhere to be seen anymore
Yeah,
because
it's not on
maybe
streaming or
it's not
anything.
on streaming. Maybe the rights aren't able to easily be gotten for all the episodes, so no
Right.
streamers are carrying it. You'd assume it'd be on what's ABC's streaming? Is it?
Uh
It's not Disney Plus, but
well, Disney does own ABC, so I feel
yeah,
like it
but they
might be
don't
on Hulu because I
show
think that's where Lost is.
Hulu. Yeah, yeah, I'll buy that. Anyway, what's my point? My point is that now this episode of Mr. Podcast is about Daybreak.
Hey!
Hey, how long did it take us to get to that?
Day space break. Let's see here. It took 17 minutes.
Hmm, world record,
Not
shortest
bad,
time
not
ever,
bad.
getting to the point.
That's pithy for us, so
It's pithy
just saying.
and brevity, yes.
And brevityous, yes. Bravacious.
Yeah. Oh, ooh, I like that French pronunciation. Ooh la la.
Yeah.
Ooh, wee wee.
Oh la la.
Oh la la. Even better. Um,
Yeah. Kids, if you want to impress your French friends, say oh la la.
oh
They'll be
la
impressed
la.
that you know that it's that and not ooh la la.
It's not ooh la la this
It's
whole
not.
time. I
It's
was
not.
going up and down France saying oh la la. No, I wasn't. That was
uh I think it's because "ou" means "or" in French. So if you say "ooh la la," it's like you're saying "or la la," which is
what does
just
la
weird.
la even mean?
La la just means like
It's
they're
just part of
there.
the. Okay,
Like
okay, okay.
literally, that's what it means.
So la is there.
Yeah, it means there.
Okay.
But like it's
End
just
of
a
podcast. No.
interjection. Is that what you call it? It's just like you
Yeah.
know, uh
A kind of idiom, some kind of phrase that.
yeah. Yeah. Like I
Yeah,
don't
interjection.
know.
I think it's an interjection.
Yeah.
Okay, so like hooray! I just googled it, so of course I'm. Ouch! Wow! Oh my God! Whoa! So a short phrase that ends in an exclamation mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alas!
Yeah.
Yippee! Phew! Okay. Anyway, sorry. So we're talking about Daybreak. We got the episode. We found a legitimate legal source.
So
Wink, wink.
legitimate and very legal.
And the most legal and most legitimate. And so now we're podcasting about that. And if you're still listening to us at this point, you're a diehard fan because we've just been rambling. This is
Clearly.
like complete nonsense. So we're gonna do a commentary series on Daybreak. Jess and I have not seen it in 17 years. Um, since the year of the chunking. Is that what we called it? Chunking? What did we
Yeah, the
say?
chunking year.
Yeah, the chunking year. Chunking Express.
Yeah, there you go.
Isn't it a movie?
That is a movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I made a pun out of chunking the 1994 movie Chunking Express.
Yeah.
If you were waiting nearly 30 years for a Chunking Express pun, I just delivered
The
for you.
Wong Kar-wai anthology film that was released in the United States by Quentin Tarantino's short-lived distribution company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Stop telling us stuff we already know, Justin.
It's worth a watch. Just as a side note,
Well, I've never seen it, so
it's
there. How
it's
about
really
that?
not bad. It's an interesting movie.
You know?
Yeah,
All right. Well.
I will give it a recommend.
Okay, great. Now let's watch Daybreak.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna just watch the pilot. It's 41 minutes. Are we gonna have this available for anyone else to watch, Justin? Can we share this
Oh
somehow?
God.
Is that a
That's a
thing we
tough
can do
one, isn't it?
legally?
That's a tough
How
one.
about this? How about if you want a link to the video, message us on whatever platform you're listening to this on, and we'll share a link with you so you
Yeah.
can watch this with us as we do the commentary.
Yeah. And for anyone listening, this is for promotional purposes only. We
Educational
obviously
purposes.
don't intend to
Yeah.
profit in any way from
Do you
any
realize?
activities.
Do you realize how cost ineffective it would be for ABC to sick a lawyer on us for Daybreak?
Yeah, no. Obviously it's very low risk.
I
It's
love, I
very low
love,
risk.
I love that. I love the idea of like cut to ABC Studios, Los Angeles. And you got an intern in the basement
The
who's like
situation room.
scouring the interwebs. And he goes, "Ah, someone is linking to Daybreak. Let me alert the higher ups." And he runs down the corridor, runs
Assemble the
up the
team.
elevator. Yeah, exactly. He hits the big red button, like bells go off, and
Red alert.
he runs into the boardroom, and like Mr. ABC is there, and he's like, just ran up from the basement. Two guys are sharing a link to Daybreak on the line, and there's four people watching it. And the guy goes, "You're fired." Okay, you ready for Daybreak?
I yes, after that anecdote, yes, I am ready for Daybreak.
By the way, we're not guaranteed to do the whole season. We're just gonna watch this first
Oh,
episode.
don't even expect a guarantee. Think The Island or The Event,
Ooh.
or I'm
Ooh.
trying, didn't we do, oh, what was that other show? I went back into dinosaur times. What was
Did
that
we do
called?
La Brea?
La Brea. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That's what it
god,
was
we did
called.
La
Yeah, we did
Brea.
La Brea. So yeah, put it in that category. Like we should have like a thing for
Like a
this.
one
Like
and done.
Claude and Justin do a TV pilot, like
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. Like, yeah, we're
Pilot
just
cast.
we're just dipping in. And yeah, I would say like it's not like I remember enjoying it to a point,
Yeah.
it's interesting for sort of historical reasons, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be fun to watch, but where you take it from there, hey, it's not for me to decide.
That's for me to decide.
Hey, why you? No, it's not. Not you. Okay, fine. What's your
called it.
decision?
I called dibs on it.
I'm deciding.
Yeah, it's a secret decision. I can't tell you. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, play. Ooh, letters on the screen. What do they
Yeah.
say?
They had some
Flashing
cool letters
by.
back in the day.
Daybreak. Ooh, that E. Flip down slowly. Okay, the sun is rising.
Sunrise
Is
at
this what they
daybreak.
call daybreak?
This is what they call daybreak. It's very literal.
The day is breaking. Who broke it? We'll find out soon.
Oh, so they fast forward through the day first.
Okay. Fuck daybreak. Let's get to noon. Oh. 6:18. Time to wake up. No alarm. He's like, oh, it's early. Who this lady? Oh, I know her. It's Moon Bloodgood.
Yeah, the well-known Moon Bloodgood. Come on.
Yeah, the only person on Earth who has 20 O's in her name. Ooh, should have put my gun there. That's a bad place to leave a gun.
I don't even remember who he is. I don't know why he has a
I guess he's
gun.
a cop, right?
Okay. Ooh, Mitch Pileggi. Look out.
I don't know who that is.
Fucking
I'm trying
what's
to know
his
his
name
face.
from X-Files?
Of course.
Uh oh man, what was his name? I could see his face, but I can't remember the name. He was basically like the guy in charge on
Okay.
X-Files at
In
the
the FBI?
FBI.
Oh, that
Yeah.
guy, I know.
Yeah.
See a nurse, yep. Saw it coming.
Ah, that'll probably come in handy at some point.
Mm-hmm. Somebody getting shot.
Yep. Not gonna work.
Mm-mm. Not today, honey. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I don't know who they're talking about, but I guess we're not supposed to know.
Yeah, I think Chad is involved. My main suspicion is his name is Chad.
That is what that means. Julie Claire, two first names
That is
though.
not how you shave. That's the wrong way to shave, sir.
Well, he did cut himself.
Yeah, because it's the wrong way to shave. He was
Jonathan Banks. Oh my god.
Who's that?
That's Mike from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh. Is she dead? Where can I get you a new one? Oh, okay. I thought the mom made it.
Yeah.
Honey, you're so funny. I love you. You know what I have to say at this point? I don't know. It's just something with TV drama, but like, and this is trite. It's contrite. It's all the trites. But I'm still like, I'm watching it. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something like that you're just like familiar about this that you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just watching it.
Standard banter,
Standard, yeah. Like
more or
it's not
less.
bad. I'm just like, okay, cool, gotcha.
Yeah, you
Ready for
can
what's next?
ride along. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Garza, that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be a big part of the whole
So
thing.
this what happens in every single Repeat the Days movie, right? Is the
Yep.
I don't know what you want to call them, the little plot points of like interactions, and
Yeah.
because they're gonna come back to this, and maybe he doesn't bump into her, and then
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, every little thing like can
Every
turn
little thing,
into something that
exactly.
either repeats or there was more going on than we knew or
Yeah,
whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll have to come back to this.
the
What the
bus.
fuck's going on with this bus?
Mm.
Like, what are you doing, bus?
Yeah, that's not your stop.
Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not like that thing
I
where,
I know it's the express, but this is out of control. Hooyah!
like, how does it just? All right, why did it just turn into Al
I
Pacino?
was trying to be. I started off as Jackie
Hooah!
Gleason, and then I ended up Al Pacino.
Wait, who'd you start off?
Jackie Gleason.
Oh, it was supposed to be Jackie Gleason.
I
Okay.
was trying to be like an old timey comic. Mm.
Ah, okay.
The plumber's made a mess.
So we get into this pretty fast.
Yeah,
It's like one calm opening scene. I
yeah,
appreciate that though. I'm glad
it
that they
is good.
didn't go with like 72 hours earlier bullshit.
Oh, thank you for saying that because I'm so happy they did not do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess that'd be weird to do in a show
it's
about
true.
day to day, but
It's true. It's true. But they still could have started on some
No,
crazy
a dog doesn't
thing.
make a mess like that unless they've done that before.
Mhm.
I'm not quite convinced.
Yeah, the dog obviously didn't do this. I think we all know that.
Yeah.
My question is like the dog knows who did this, right? Like
Yep.
can we get
If
that
dogs, if
information?
these dogs could talk. Mm-mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
Somebody's hiding something. Thank you, dog. I knew you knew something.
Yeah. This is also why, in terms of technology, like voicemail's cool,
Yeah. Yeah.
or like what do you call them, answering machines.
Yeah. That's Mitch Pileggi.
There we go.
Clearly typecast.
Clearly. Hmm.
Yeah, that's my question. Like, how do they explain the fact that the place was clearly like broken into and ransacked?
Mm-hmm. The dog did it.
Like, isn't that really conspicuous?
No, the dog did it.
The dog did it.
What my question here really is, why are they acting the way they're acting? Why are they so ready to close
Oh,
this
are they in
case?
on it? Maybe they're in
Well,
on
I don't
it.
actually remember, but as a viewer, I'm like, this is not how police usually work. Like, in stories, it's like they're really on that page of like
Yeah.
pushing it hard,
Yeah.
and they're both pushing it hard, not just one of them. So it's not like a
Yeah.
personality thing or
Good
something.
cop, bad cop thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting booked over here. Oh, this guy.
This guy. Yep.
Oh my god. Who's Damien? Okay, it's a
I
witness
guess
to
there
a
was a
case.
witness that he was supposed to be protecting.
Gotcha.
Right, he was at the safe house.
There it is. What did you do
Why'd you
it?
kill Garza?
First of all, this case is leaking badly. This is an ongoing police investigation that's very short lived. And the press
Yeah.
already knows he's the suspect.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if that makes sense,
I
if
think
that's,
it
like, part
does.
of the
Yeah,
plan.
exactly. Yeah. Now there's public pressure to make it seem like they should convict him. Who are they talking about?
Uh,
I missed who the her
they
was.
they said a name, but oh, yeah, that's who it is, Rita.
Okay. The plot moved really fast. To your point earlier,
Yeah. Yeah, it just, like, slams into the thing, like,
hmm
very little quiet time before
literally
it.
the bus almost slams into him, and then the action starts.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's a great line. What a weird thing to say. It's so
That
good.
is a very weird thing to say.
Imagine someone criticizing your smile out of all the things to be like, you know what? That thing you do all the time that everybody does and nobody worries about. Yeah, yours is bad.
It is bad, it's real bad.
Especially women hate it. It's great.
Right. And, like, they just met, right?
I don't know what's happening
Like,
here.
do they know each other?
Yeah, I think they have to know each other. He keeps calling him partner.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, that's who it is.
you need a breath mint. Okay, so now I get why he's
Yeah. Yeah,
so
yeah,
sharp on the barbs.
definitely.
Okay, so they were your partners. There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
even
Yeah,
that.
he kept calling him partner. Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay. The old 1, 2, buckle my
Nice.
shoe, 3, 4, I take your wife.
3, 4, take your wife. 5, 6, I'm transferring you from one jail cell to the other. 9, 10, you're doing 10 to 20 again. Yeah, that's a good like conflict. I would call that a conflict sandwich. There's 3 layers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot more than I expected out of that whole
For
business.
for just like, 1.5 scenes, that was a lot of backstory and conflict.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. So now as the audience we're wondering like so if you're going into this you're like daybreak, oh, it's about a groundhog day type of mystery which hasn't started yet. So we're like that that's sort of in the back of our mind at least of like what how is this even relating to a story like that, right? Because it's kind of just a straightforward thriller
Oh,
right
right, it
now.
hasn't happened yet. Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to
it's
get to
just
the
a
end of the
straightforward
day.
thriller. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's like, okay, so this is about this guy who's wrongfully accused, and what's gonna happen. So it's just kind of interesting,
Yeah.
but you're still waiting to see the next part of because oh, sorry, my point was that as an audience, you're thinking, okay, like why would someone want to set him up? And why is it important that he's the fall guy for this?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Who really killed Garza and why? Yeah, why are they
Yeah.
doing this?
And why is there so much pressure?
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to
This
get
big
him. Yeah.
conspiracy, like it's yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember this shot.
I
It
remember
was
this
getting
as
crazy.
well.
Yeah. Mars, obviously.
It really looks like it.
Yeah, this is like a shot from Total Recall.
Yeah. I was thinking
Or
2001.
2001 on the moon, yeah.
Yeah.
Die. See, it's the Australian.
Mike? No, definitely not.
Is that Mike? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can tell just by the voice. I
I
can
hear it
barely see
now,
him,
yeah.
but
Oh, okay. So Rita's the one. Sorry, I forgot who Rita was. So she's the one
yeah.
who's missing. Who's the alibi?
Yeah. Yeah, she's his alibi.
Okay. So now if we're just watching it, we go, oh, she's dead.
Yeah.
But like if we're really watching it, we go, maybe that's fake
Right. Yeah.
because
Yeah. But they have a
mainly
different way
because
out.
oh, there's a different way out. I forgot what happens.
Well, the different way out I'm thinking is the day is going to repeat. So she'll be alive again,
Oh, yeah. There you go. Good point.
you know. Cuz I think that's actually real for this day.
Yeah. Because now they get to make it real because
Yeah.
he can
Cuz
save
they
her,
can
and
take it
that's the
back.
point. The point is for him to be able to save her, and
Yeah.
they're setting up the master goal. The other thing this is doing, which I think is really good, is it's making us really sympathize with him because every audiences hate characters who um where there's like injustice, where it's really
Mhm.
unfair, and they've done a good job of like showing that he's the underdog, right? So it makes it
Yeah.
really strong when he basically gets a superpower, which is to be able to relive the day. So
Right.
you get really invested in like his journey to figure out how to use the superpower correctly to like defeat the guy, because
Yeah.
he's been so like torn down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Classic
And this is
move.
and this is I always wonder what writers do in these moments where there's only so many things you say the first time you wake up and you think you're repeating the day, you know what I mean? And so how do you
Mhm.
not be cliche in these early scenes like this?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's also notable that this first repeat occurs just about halfway through the episode.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a structural. Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's what you call the false defeat or the false victory of the
Ah,
episode.
yes. Oh yeah, that bird. There's something up with that bird.
Oh
They
god,
show
that's
that
something up with
bird at the
that bird.
beginning. Like, does the
Same to
bird
you,
have a
bird.
camera?
The bird has a camera. Oh yikes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm suspicious.
Okay, so they're going the tact of he's thinking it was a dream,
Yeah.
and this is just a normal day, and okay, you know what I mean? Like he's not like, oh shit, I'm reliving the day. He
Yeah.
hasn't he hasn't realized it yet.
The clues are gonna have to pile up.
Yeah,
Like he's
because
gonna
it's a
hear certain things over and over again, and
yeah,
yeah, eventually it'll sink in.
and then he's gonna break the thing.
Yep.
Oh, so this is a twist,
Oh, he still has his injuries from the previous day.
which
That
means
is a
there's some
twist.
extra stakes here.
Yeah, you're
That if he
right. It's
gets
not like
injured,
Groundhog Day.
it's not completely like Groundhog Day.
In
Yeah, that's
Groundhog Day,
cool.
he could kill himself and then wake up.
Yep.
So, yeah, wow, I did not remember
So
that.
he doesn't have infinite time to get it right here, like Bill Murray
Yeah.
did.
It's like Freddy Krueger rules. Like, it really counts.
Yeah,
For him, at least.
yeah.
It is odd, though. It's odd that he gets to do this, but no one else does. I think that's where I got stuck on this. That like the fact that this happens is just. I had the same thing with Russian Doll. It's just like there's no
Hmm.
particular reason why this has is happening.
Yeah,
You know, it's like he just lucked into a really weird
yeah,
like phenomenon.
yeah.
Because like otherwise, that first day would have been the one.
What do you mean? Would have been the one?
Would have been the only version of the day that ever happened.
Oh, like everybody else?
Yeah.
I guess that's the other question. Are other people from their perspective moving forward with time? Or is he holding everybody back
Oh,
from moving forward?
you and your questions.
I know.
Oh,
Good, aren't they?
they're so hard to answer. I feel like there is no answer to that question, but I
Yeah.
would say that because, like, within the world of the show, that future doesn't exist. But does it exist in some larger sense? I mean, hey.
Hmm.
So he dumped the gun, which the
Well, I
dog
guess
was trying
my
to
I
indicate,
guess
by the way.
I guess that my point is it he's living in a timeline and then he's going back in time, thus creating a new timeline for
Yeah.
him, but for everybody else, their timeline continued on.
Are you saying do those other
And
universes
he's
still
not there
exist?
anymore. Yeah, he's not there in those timelines because
Oh
he went
shit.
back in time.
You know what else is
And
like
every time
this?
he goes back in time, he's creating a new timeline.
Is source code.
Okay, yeah.
There's
I can see
like
that.
kind of a source code thing. Like source code sort of runs with that idea more of like the parallel universes that you
Mhm.
create, you know.
Yeah.
My impression is it's whatever happened happened, but what happened was a lot of things. Like whatever the last one is the one that counts. Like that's my guess, but I'm not sure that the show will ever give enough information for
Absolutely.
that. You're dismissed.
Mhm.
Was it really
Yeah.
necessary to
Yeah.
say that?
It's like he's in a school, so he has to say that.
It's like, so you came in and you assaulted someone in the
School or
school. Like,
somebody
this is
teachers.
really not helping.
Margarita. What do you think?
Wait, why didn't she know who Rita is? Like, he didn't tell
Oh.
her about it? Like, I don't
Oh, actually,
understand.
yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Like, if she's his sister, like, why doesn't she know that? I'm confused. Like, they were keeping it a secret? Like, I don't understand.
No,
It's
well,
weird.
if if he was, then wouldn't he tell her in that moment? Oh, my girlfriend. I didn't tell you about her yet.
Yeah, but he didn't, which makes me think he's keeping a secret. I don't know why.
But then, if he was keeping a secret, why would he ask her about the secret he's keeping?
I agree. I agree. It
It
makes no
makes me think
sense.
that the sister is forgetting her for some reason.
She just forgot. Okay, that's weird. All right, I gotta hold on to that.
Hmm. Again. Hmm.
Ooh,
See, this is it again. Like, there's past conflict already starting.
yeah. There's
They
another
don't
layer
even.
to this.
Yeah, they don't even. It's not just what's happening for him now. It's like
Yeah. which
So
I do
they're adding
appreciate.
layers. Yeah, they're adding some layers
I think another thing I appreciate this is how proactive he is, like right away.
right
Like
away.
as soon as he realized what's going on, he's like, "Oh shit, okay, I get a chance to
Boom.
relive the day. What do I need to do? Like,
Yeah.
let's get rid of the gun. Let's go meet with my partner in secret.
And
Let's."
there's no big scene of him having an existential crisis about it. He
No,
doesn't have time for that.
no, he just jumped in. Like, I got an advantage. I'm just gonna use it. Like, it is kind
But
of
also, like, I don't
ridiculous,
know how I can use it, because he's like, I might get caught again, right? So he's
right?
like, he's
Yeah,
still, it's still uncertain what's gonna
yeah.
happen.
Yeah. But he's using the fact that he knows stuff is gonna happen to try
Yeah.
to like do something
And he's
different
not
from.
questioning that it is the same. He's not like,
Yeah.
well, maybe it's the same, or maybe it's not. I have to find out.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's the same. Until proven otherwise.
Right.
Express train, one ticket, please. Sir, you didn't pay your fare.
Classic gag.
Yep. I wish I would cut together every scene in every movie and every TV show that's this where one person's
Running
running against the
through
train and
various
being
train
pursued by
cars.
somebody. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just a
yeah.
super cut, right? Of like every scene like this.
Yeah, there's a lot. This is yeah, classic trope. You could do this with old trains, you could do this with
I mean,
subways.
so much. Yep. All aboard.
Yep. Like, why you arresting me now? You know you don't have the murder weapon. Oh
Boom,
man, look
bitch.
at that! Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
yeah. That was good.
Yeah, I did not expect that. Like hiding under the.
How about I just don't even get on the train?
Yeah. Oh, Mitch!
Yeah.
Damn it, Mitch!
Nice.
You're good, but you're not that good.
The coast was clear, but the coast was Mitch.
Ah, okay.
That's a
The
weird, by the
birds!
way, that's a very public place, and that's a weird place to sit in a murder weapon.
The birds got cameras. I'm
The
just saying
bird.
it. I'm just saying it.
You know that's a meme, right? I
I
know this is
do.
2016,
I
but that's a meme
do.
these days.
Birds aren't
Birds aren't
real.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
familiar. That's probably why I thought that.
Yep. You wanted the
And because they
phone.
keep showing birds, and they showed birds in that scene too.
Yeah.
It's probably just people watching though, or equipment.
Yeah. Don't anyone
Damn
what?
it!
He's got the same proactivity since you mentioned source code, which I think is a good reference here.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the same proactivity that Jake Gyllenhaal's character had. But Jake Gyllenhaal's character, we've talked about source code before. It's just he's just dumb in a way though. Like
Mm-hmm.
his proactivity just is a dumb blunt force
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that he just
Yeah.
attacks at any moving target regardless of its that he has no clue about what the rules are
Yeah.
before he just goes like I'm just gonna do whatever
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it-
Where's the
so
bomb? I don't know. Punch. How about now?
punch. How about I just keep punching you. Yeah, it was and see the difference is, and that was my biggest criticism with that character for that movie is he didn't have any intrinsic skills for the mission of the movie.
Right.
Now, Tate Dick's character here has the intrinsic skills for the mission he's has, which is
Yeah,
being
you're
a
right.
police officer and a detective,
Yeah.
and an action
Yeah.
dude who can like fight in an elevator.
And it seems like he's involved in like witness protection, so he has some degree of like
Yeah.
understanding of like keeping his shit hidden and,
Yep.
trying to like work in the shadows.
Yep. Nice.
Wow.
B for bitch.
He's just he's just gonna like get out of there. Like, wow, you
Yeah.
gonna keep those handcuffs on? Okay. I guess he had the key.
Yep. Yeah. Why didn't you do that to begin with? He was looking for license plates.
I don't know why you had to smash the gate, but all right.
Well, he didn't have the change
Oh,
for
you gotta
the
have a thing. Oh, you gotta. Okay, you gotta pay. Damn. All right.
nickels.
Nickels. Only nickels, please.
That's what the sign says. Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. What did I cover up for you? Did you kill Garza?
Hmm. What? So I pressured her to rat him out about where
Yeah,
he was to bring
apparently.
him in. Okay.
Yeah.
Andrea. Who is his actual partner? Have you met that person
Do
yet?
you know who Rita is? I think she met herself.
But he said, I need to know if I can trust you. Wouldn't he trust his partner?
Yeah, but I think he's like
You mean
not
in light of what
sure.
just happened because he just
Yeah,
double crossed him?
exactly.
Okay. Well, that's straightforward. Or are you just being an asshole? Which one is it? Right, let's go.
All right, hit the club.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That thing.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Isn't this gonna be like a lightning rod though?
What? What's a lightning rod?
Like he's going to meet his witness, right? Okay. I did not expect that.
uh,
Right? Isn't that who Damien is?
yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, the cops know that he's involved with this guy, so it just seems
Well, what are you saying?
really risky.
Well, he doesn't think he's being tailed. I don't think, right?
But like, if they're trying to find him, you know, one of the people they might
Yeah.
monitor would be the person he was directly involved with and seeing
Oh,
his
you're
work.
saying it's risky for Tay Diggs.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. But he didn't have any options.
Fair enough.
Plus, we need this exposition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is bigger than you or some DA. That's such a casual brush off of like the whole plot so far.
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
When we're back.
And we're back here, and it's these people again.
Yep.
I told you last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only advantage. Like, they don't know they've repeated this.
Yeah. And it makes him more interesting every time it happens. He's got more
Exactly.
information, and yeah. Huh? Those are my lines.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to
That's
say.
that's a very weird thing to say. Like, he's assuming. What is he
Mm-hmm.
assuming? Wait, does that mean he doesn't understand? I don't. Wow.
I I I take it to mean he doesn't know. He's just saying it how it happened to him
I'm just. I.
without regard that it's this weird thing to say. He's just like, that's just what happened.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is literally true, but it's
Hmm.
like, what purpose does it serve to say that to a character who's gonna have no idea what he's talking about?
Yeah,
Presumably,
but
he
it's
would be
more
aware of
about,
that.
yeah, but he's not thinking about it that way because he's just reacting to what the guy said about it. And he's like, that's what you told me last time I was here. He's
Yeah,
not like, it's a drilling moment.
right.
So wait, sorry, we were talking. What's the resolution here? They
I
just
mean, I
killed him? Oh,
I
okay,
think we
great.
just ended up in the same place we were before. I don't think
Okay.
they killed him though
What
because the
what did they
injuries are
just do?
preserved. So I think they just
Oh, that's right.
like knocked him
Hit
out
him
with
with
some
something.
drugs.
Hmm. So I woke up
Oh,
early.
TV's Moonblood good. Stop
I guess
going
this is
wherever you're
weird.
going.
Is it like Groundhog Day where he wakes up at 8:16 every morning? Or whatever the time was. Not
Yeah.
8:16, but whatever it was. It seems like he woke up early this time.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Because he's already dressed and ready to go.
Yeah.
So how did he wake up earlier than normal?
I mean, I guess my interpretation would be that he woke
Oh, he woke
up.
up at the same time, but he just went and got ready before
Yeah, he
she
didn't
woke up.
talk to her at all, and yeah,
Hmm.
and he sat there and thought about the implications.
So he's like, okay, instead of you going missing, I'm just gonna stay
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
This never works, of course, in
It's
any
not gonna
story like
work. It's
this.
obviously not gonna
The
work,
the like,
but
let's just go be alone instead and avoid
yeah,
it. Never
yeah,
works.
because it's like, I mean, at the very least, you have no reason to think this is gonna break the cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if you don't get caught by the end of the day, like, you're just gonna be back where you started. So what was the point?
Yeah.
Like, the hardest thing to do is break the cycle, and I don't even remember what breaks the cycle.
Yeah, and see that's the thing is like he's not at this point concerned with breaking the cycle because
Yeah,
he wants to get the goal first, which is
right.
saving her.
Yeah. And that's where we end.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
He said, hang on. Wow, talk about a proactive character. Yeah. I mean,
Definitely.
he
Yeah.
was tons placey. He had a slow light morning that one day, and then it was
Yep.
the bus came crashing through.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I didn't remember how much of a like boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, like rat attack kind of show it was. Like it's very different from Lost in
it's
that
like
way.
it's like 24. It reminds me of the
Yeah.
pacing of 24, where it's just
Yeah. I mean, I've
long
never seen
drawn.
24, but it's how I imagined 24 would be.
Yeah, this is how 24 is. It's just very quick, short scenes, really
Yeah.
fast, moves really fast. Yeah. Well, I see why we watched it. I'm like interested. I would watch the next episode.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely it definitely pulls you in. There's a lot to care about, a lot of details adding
Hmm.
up, and I think that's what they wanted. You know, I think they were trying to make
Hmm.
some kind of mystery that was small enough to fit in that period, but like big enough to try to pull in, Lost fans, basically.
Yeah.
Even though it's the nature of the mystery is different. I think the repeated day thing like brings in this quasi supernatural idea that is probably the closest thing to Lost,
Hmm.
you know because like they
Yeah,
certainly
and
never did a
also
mystery like a
the thriller
conspiracy
part.
thing.
Yeah, but also, but it does have that conspiracy part of Lost, right? Where there's people controlling things, and who knows more
Well, yeah, that's
information,
true.
and there's
That's true.
kidnapping people, and
Yeah.
all of that kind of like
Yeah.
this group versus that group kind of thing, and figuring out who's in control.
Yeah.
That's a big part of this too.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
but yeah, it's interesting. I really don't remember how the show. I really don't remember much about it at this point.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't either. I the only scenes I remembered from that episode specifically were the opening scene
hmm.
and the scene where he's at that like construction site. I don't know what
Yeah,
that's supposed to be.
yeah.
Um, like I remember that shot. Those two scenes were the all everything else. It was like I have no idea
Hmm.
what's gonna happen here. I don't remember this at all. It's been such a long time. Yeah, I could easily watch this again, and I don't have a clue what the answer to any of these mysteries is.
Yeah.
Like, I will not be able to guess. I mean, maybe somehow I'll remember if I watch it enough, but
Hmm.
yeah, yeah,
I
it's
definitely remember there's something up with the homeless guy.
yeah,
I remember like he's just like a bad actor or something, and I remember being annoyed with something that happens with his character.
mm-hmm,
Um, and I remember there's a turning point in the show to where it stops being interesting.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's just about how are they gonna just like wrap it all up
yeah,
and finish out the plot versus
yeah,
it's like the roller coaster ride is over.
yep,
Literally, it's like that part of the roller coaster ride where you're done and you're about to come back to the beginning,
yeah,
and it's going very slowly,
yeah,
and you're just like, well, but you're still strapped in, but you're not having any fun.
yeah,
And so it's like that period of time.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely remember that when we get the answers to the mysteries, like I remember that being my biggest disappointment. That it's just like whatever the answer, I don't remember what they were, but I remember just thinking like, oh, okay, that's it, huh? I don't know. It didn't do much for me.
Yeah, I think it didn't have a big, crazy idea behind what was happening.
Yeah.
But that being said, I don't remember what the actual resolution was. So,
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either. So it's possible that I would think differently now, but yeah, that's just what I remember. I remember going like, oh, okay, well, but I mean that is often the case with mysteries. The
yep.
build up, the uncertainty, the questions. Who can you trust? What's going on? Who did what?
Mhm.
Why? Like all of
Mhm.
that like builds a lot of intrigue and interest, and at a certain point, it does boil down to something, and I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that thing can be more or less interesting, and it does work sometimes, but frequently, like, that is the most disappointing part of a mystery story.
Yeah.
Lost had some examples of that for sure.
I
So,
can't think of 20.
but you can't think of 19.
I can't think of 19.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Well, maybe we'll be back with more Daybreak. I would watch this, and it's not that many episodes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. How many is it? Like 12?
Yeah, like 12.
Something like that? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it could happen. Stay tuned, maybe.
Hey, how about that? A slight tease.
Very slight. Very tease.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. We'll catch you next time.
All right. See you in the next one. Maybe.